Hello everyone. Welcome to Chai Tea House. I'm Daniel, and I'm here today to present you the different teas we have in this this month's shipment, September 2021, for the Tea Roads box. So I'll just show you a bit the different teas there is in this box, and also how to brew them correctly to benefit the most of each teas. And anytime if you have questions or comments, just leave them below, or you can write to us at info@chai, and I'll be super happy to assist you in your tasting. So again, this month in September we just come back with a new mystery tea, so you can play the game, tasting the tea, trying to find out what it is and the details about this tea, and send your guesses by email. And there's a sheet in the box that will just explain to you how to play and how to approach this tea. And I just hope you'll enjoy it, and you'll just enjoy the process as well. So we won't talk about this one, except that you can play with temperature of water, you can play with brewing time, and it's the kind of tea that you'll probably have an idea just by seeing the leaves, but you can play with it and it will reveal itself differently, so it can give you some clues about what it is, and hope you'll enjoy it. It's a Grand Cru. It's a tea that is really really subtle and complex and fun. I think hope you'll enjoy it. So 6 other teas to present today. So first we'll do An Gua Pian, which is one of the famous green teas in China. An Gua Pian comes from Anhui. It's a province that is really well known for Chimen, black tea, and Huangshan Maofeng, green tea. In the Yellow Mountains, you also have Taiping Okui and Hoshan Wanya, which is the yellow tea. And this guy here, An Gua Pian, that is known as to be a melon seed taste in green tea. You have the look of the leaf that looks a bit like some very emerald bright pumpkin seed. It looks a bit like pumpkin seed, and the color is really bright, so it's beautiful. And the taste is really, I really recommend the Gaiwan or a small porcelain vessel, but if you have only larger teapot, that's fine as well. So this tea has that note of corn, of fresh steamed spinach, and that kind of sunflower or pumpkin seed to it. You have a bit that kind of chicken broth feeling to it, and dark chocolate as well. So it's a tea that I really enjoy. It's flavorful. It's not necessarily robust, but it's flavorful and subtle at the same time. Can be comforting and refreshing as well. So September is a bit like that. Sometimes you have really days that are a bit still hot, and some that are cooler. So I think all summer we're thinking of adding this tea to one of the box, but it's this time now. The timing is perfect. So September is the month for this one. An Gua Pian, one of the teas that we sell on a regular basis on our website and in shop. You have a second green tea that is really different. Hojicha Hanakaoru. This is one of my favorites this year from all that arrives. It's a tea that is really cheap and is not so. We will not think that a twig tea like this. It's made from twigs from first harvest of when they make Kamaricha, Mr. Miyazaki, on Kyushu Island, in the center of the Kyushu Island. He's a super farmer. Him and his gang are super organic, young, dynamic people. They live in type of a community in a small village, and they make fruits, vegetables. They make new white tea, coming up in September. They make the black tea from last month's box. They make different green teas, and they're very friendly and fun, and everything they make is super organic. And this Hojicha, normally when we think of Hojicha, we think of hazelnut and Nutella and a bit like some taste like ashtray, and so we have regular Hojicha that we think that is really good, but darker in color in your cup. It's really like an evening tea. But this one is really, really green as a Hojicha. It's a bit toasted, but it's made with twigs from when they make the first harvest, and they mix everything from all the tea gardens together to make Hojicha. So it's not single cultivar. It's single farm, but it's multiple cultivar, more than a dozen probably. So Saimidori, Sayamakaori, Yabukita, blended Minami Sayaka and Koshoun and all the others from the tea farm. After the sorting, they take the twig off and some leaves go through and they mix it and they make this tea. It's always good, every year is good, but this year is just incredible. I made cold tea, iced tea all summer with this one. Just enjoy it like I would enjoy a glass of white wine. It's so fruity, flowery, gourmand, buttery, and you have everything in that tea. It's like so like an explosion of flavor, and yet it's only twigs, so it's kind of surprising, very surprising, and easy to brew. Cold or hot, it's up to you. The taste is so constant. So if you like that type of tea, we'll have some for part of the year, and I was just feeling to share it with you before there's no more, because that's, to me, it's a really low in caffeine. Kids can take it. It's yeah, that's a really good one. Hope you'll enjoy it. From the same tea makers, just to show you how a tea maker can make different batches, different types of teas. So the same guys, Mr. Miyazaki team makes Takachiho Koshoun, which is a green oolong, again organic, from Koshoun cultivar. So Koshoun is really flowery. It really looks like a Taiwanese oolong, a bit like Pinyin Baozong. So really white flower, apple blossom, honeysuckle, that type of aroma, lily of the valley, you know, that type of white flower, crispy white flower, and a bit of green, like herbaceous for sure. It's almost like a green tea, but lower in caffeine. It can reinfuse super well, and it's really complex. It's really fun. So low level of oxidation makes it closer to green, no roasting at all. So that's a really good alternative for Taiwanese oolong. That is really rare to have a good Japanese oolong. Actually, I didn't went through so many cupping. That was pretty. That's a really good one, and we have it since this year's batch, and every year is a bit different. This one is really good, I think. And since maybe we work with them since 2015 now, so 7 years that we carry this tea every year. Hope you'll enjoy. Okay, next another oolong, and this one is really special. It's Bai Hao. Also, it's called Dongfang Miran in Chinese. So Bai Hao is probably the most expensive tea from Taiwan. And it's really rare now. Not so many people have the chance to put their hands on it, because Chinese, mainland China, people buy it almost. Its reputation was made many decades ago, actually, because of that little insect, the little kind of a little grasshopper that just bites the tea leaf, and the tea leaf just secretes an hormone that is really aromatic. It smells like muscatel, grapes, and a bit lychee, and a bit exotic fruit, you know. Really honey, really fun. That little bug just comes at a certain time of the year, and it's low altitude, and it's northwest of the island of Beipu is northwest of Taiwan, where it's really more tropical weather. So that little bug was getting there only a certain time of the year, only in that place. So that tea became really popular because of its aroma, unique aroma. And with global warming, we really see that that little bug goes to further away and further up actually in the mountain. So now it goes to Luku, where they produce dongbing. So Guifei is picked by that little bug. Taitung Ongolong on the east coast now, and even on Shilaishan or even sometimes in Shanlinshi up at 1600 meter, you can see that little bug coming and bite the leaves. So the leaf is bitten by the bug. The hormone, this really incredible aromatic aroma, is released. A spider comes and knows that the bug is there, that is giving some trouble to the plant, and eats the bug. So it's like a love triangle between the tree, between the spider, the bug, and the tea bush. And you need the tea gardens to be organic, otherwise they won't come, nor the bug nor the spider. And they want to have that additional flavor to the summer crop, so May, June around. So yeah, Bai Hao is really special. You have 12 grams there. It's $1 a gram. It's really super expensive. We only bought a kilo through Mr. Lee. That is our friend, Mr. and Mrs. Lee, that have they have the contact to get good Dongfang Miran, good Bai Hao, and we are really grateful for this. So we don't know when we'll get more, but enjoy this tea that is really like honey and peach and muscatel and baked apples, and so fun. So enjoy it on Sunday. You have kind of 3 shots in Gongfu Cha, please, or Gaiwan, or small vessel only. In a big teapot, you won't be able to really extract the nuance and the subtleties. So enjoy as if it would be your last cup of tea, you know, so that way you'll appreciate even more. Okay, to finish, we have 2 Darjeeling. So we had Darjeeling last month and the month before. I think those 2 will be the last for the subscription box, because we finished receiving our second flush now, and first flush will be next year after. So we won't bug you with more Darjeeling, but this experience was about showing you the difference between a classic Darjeeling and a clonal. Those are the 2 main, like when we ask people that come here, do you prefer like eating during you drink your Darjeeling? Is it for breakfast, or is it like just drink by itself? Clonal is really something that is more to drink by itself. It's really mellow and not so tannic and not so astringent, or it's really more on the subtleties, and so those cultivars are recent, more modern cultivars to be enjoyed really by themselves and definitely without milk. The Jungpana here is a pure classic style that comes from a really old vintage parcel of the tea farm. So Jungpana is named the queen of Darjeeling tea gardens, and it's organic, and both are organic, but this one is really well known. Like Jungpana have a really high reputation in the world of Darjeelings. So it had that muscatel note to it too. So you'll feel some similarities, really very different teas, but you'll feel like some similarities in the aesthetic, you know, with the Bai Hao we just had before. So Jungpana have that kind of grapes and apples, and you have that kind of vibrancy to it that is really sweet and tart at the same time. And that's the type of Darjeeling you would have for breakfast, or for the 4 o'clock tea, eating with some sandwiches or scones, you know. So to compare with the Gopaldhara, which is more in the aesthetic of large leaf, unbroken leaves that will be really mellow, a bit longer to extract, and really more sweet on the sweet side. But they are similar, but more in the body. The body will be different, more subtle on the Gopaldhara side and a bit more tight and a bit more concentrated in the Jungpana. Yeah, so teapots, not small vessel, one brew only for Darjeelings normally. You could try Gopaldhara with the second brew because the leaves is more old, so your extraction can be a bit pushed, but normally that's it. So hope you'll enjoy all these this month's box, or just give you the taste to subscribe for next month afterwards. If you have any questions, please contact us just by leaving comments below. It will be a pleasure to talk to you and assist you in your tastings. Wishing you a beautiful back to school and cooler weather. And life is too short to drink ordinary tea, so enjoy, and talk to you soon. Bye.